Lowell, Everett, Lindstrom. I was born October 28, 1931 at Louisville, Idaho. My mother passed away when I was 4 years old, and my dad never remarried. There was 5 boys. My dad had 5 boys. Richard, Walter Eugene, and he was 2 years younger, and then Raymond, and then George, and then myself. And the one next to me was 4 years older. So I was kind of an unexpected child, I think. 3 of them in the Army.
Oh.
My brother next to me was in the Marines and the Army, and he ended up in the Air Force. I left there when I went in the Air Force. I was drafted during Korea, and they drafted everybody that was eligible.
How old were you?
18.
What was that like?
That was wonderful, because I was leaving a small town and I was going to a place that had modern facilities, such as showers, running water, toilets inside, and all of the wonderful features that everybody else took for granted, but I thought it was really special. And we didn't even have running water in the house.
Wow.
We had to carry water in from
Was
a
it
pump.
From a pump, okay.
Yeah. I was in the Air Force 4 years. While I went to Lackland Air Force Base in Texas, and then I went to radar school. I was going to be a radar operator, but I went through the whole training and graduated, and my class was scheduled to go overseas. This is during Korea. And they said, no, you're not going. I said, what? Why not? Because you are sick and you're going to get a medical discharge. And I said, what? Well, you've had an operation. Well, they took my appendix out, but they also they cut off part of my small intestine. And so then I ended up in Tacoma for a discharge. And I said, what about if I get discharged, are they going to take care of my problem? Oh, no. I said, well, do I have a choice? Yeah. I'm not getting discharged then. I'm staying in. So I had 2 more years in the Air Force. So they left me there at Tacoma, and I stayed there for 2 years and got married, had 1 child there. I stayed there for the 2 years, and then I went to school at the University of Idaho and got an electrical engineering degree and went to work for Department of Defense, and we ended up in Bremerton. I worked at shipyard first in Bremerton, and then at Keyport, working on torpedoes and underwater weapons. And I stayed there until I retired. And I retired after 30 years. 1990 is when I retired. It was fortunate because the 4 years I served in the Air Force was part of the years towards retirement. So I really only worked 26 years, and then the 4 was 30. And came out, worked at Keyport, retired from there. And my wife passed away, and I was single for probably 7 years, 7 or 8. Met Betty, we got married. The day I married Betty is the best day of my life. It was. Absolutely wonderful. The thing I remember was I was not nervous at all. Her family was there and my family was there, and I was just having fun. Everybody else was having fun, it seemed like. But after I'd said my vows, I reached over and kissed her, and he said, wait a minute, I haven't married you yet. Oh, we had a ball. Just great memories. living happily ever after.
What do you feel like is the key to a happy life?
Love. Well, if you look for the positive in life, you will always be right. Look for the best in anybody. They've got some kind of good. So you look for that and improve on it and forget the rest about them. Try to look for the good in everybody. Yeah. We went and got Mel. April was with me, and she's the only one that came to see us.
All
the
of them
others
were
were all
asleep.
sleeping or playing or standing off. Boy, she came right up to us, just like, please take me home. She picked us. Yep, she sure did. Yep, she's been a wonderful dog ever since.
You traveled a lot with your job.
Yes, I did.
What was your favorite place to travel to?
Hawaii was the best, yeah.
Where were all the places that you traveled to when you were working for people?
Japan, England, Scotland. Scotland was the most common one, yeah. That was probably my favorite, other than Hawaii. Of course. Yes, Maui was the favorite. That was really a good one. Because the people there were so friendly and they had so much free stuff. I mean, you could walk, you walk down the beach and they'd just hand you some stuff, you know. I love free stuff. Something different than what I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'd probably get involved in fishing. I think competitive, yeah, on these boats that, especially out of Canada, that you go out on these voyages or, you know, whatever, yeah. Oh yes, I did a lot of fishing, yeah.
If you could give advice for somebody young about how to live their life, let's say somebody like Lucas, what kind of advice would you give them?
I would give them the advice that to look to the good for everybody, anybody at all. Look for something that you can really like about them. And if you can't find anything, don't associate with them. Thank you very much. Give me some love. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
She likes ears, watch out.
Oh, wow. I like that. Oh, yes.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay.